Northern Italy rolls out the red carpet to the world as host of the 2026 Winter Games. From the cosmopolitan heart of Milan, the global capital of fashion, design, art, and innovation, to the snow-capped Dolomite Mountains of Cortina, a scene out of a Hallmark movie. The world comes to Italy. The world comes to hear stories of a host country with breathtaking splendor, and culminates with a closing ceremony in an ancient 2,000-year-old Colosseum built by the Romans. It's almost curtain up for Italy, weaving together competition with the nation's artistic soul to create a masterpiece. Join us for Countdown to the Winter Games. Hello, I'm Matt Renoux, and welcome to Italy, host country for the upcoming Winter Olympics. This isn't the first time this country's hosted the Winter Games. They did it here in Cortina in 1956. Then they hosted again in Torino in 2006. Now they're at it again with two host cities, Milan and Cortina, for the 2026 Winter Olympics. We hope you'll join us as we explore the beautiful scenery of this country, look at how organizers are planning the most spread out Olympics ever, and explore what makes Italy famous, from its fast cars to its food to its fashion. The 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy is doing something never tried before.
I think it's fantastic, and the two cities and the widespread games, and then you have to put this into reality.
With organizers picking two cities to share the Olympic hosting duties.
So Milan and Cortina, and the IOC accepted this change of tradition, which is not always easy to change.
Hockey and ice skating are being held in Milan, while 5 hours away, alpine ski racing, curling, and bobsled are being held in Cortina.
In Cortina, there's a strong tradition. We have some of the best athletes.
The recent 2024 Summer Olympics had events all over Paris, but Italy is going bigger.
To represent this duality of our games, the city and the mountains.
With events all over northern Italy in the most spread out Olympics ever.
So the idea is to adapt the games to the territory, not vice versa. So we decided, since the candidature, to go in location,
using existing venues so that Italy didn't have to build many new venues.
To go where existing venues were, rather than building new ones, and making sure that the venues will be used afterwards, in the mountains especially.
And while there are challenges from securing all these areas to even getting people to all these places,
the transportation system that we have everybody, not only spectators, but also media and Olympic family, move through public transport.
Organizers say these Olympics will show the world a new way to host the Olympics, while also showing a lot of Italy.
Character and personality of our games is what we call the new Italian spirit.
The model for the Olympics now are for host cities to use existing venues, and they're doing that here in Cortina, with curling being held in a venue steeped in Olympic history. This is where they held the opening ceremony in figure skating for the Olympics 70 years ago. The Italian mountain town of Cortina is filled with beauty, and Cortina-born Giacomo Colli says,
I'm born in Cortina, raised in Cortina.
A lot of Olympic history.
And the first Olympics here in Cortina really changed the lives of people from Cortina.
Cortina hosted the 1956 Winter Olympics and the opening ceremony stadium where they held figure skating and hockey.
People during the Olympics will be mainly seated on the long side.
70 years later, is still being used, playing a big part in the 2026 Winter Olympics, with curling being held here after some big upgrades.
The venue here, it's quite old because it was built in 1952 for the 1956 Olympic Games. But now with the 2026 Olympics, they're renovating it, building new changing rooms and making it more accessible for wheelchair people.
The once open-air stadium,
But back in the days, it was an open air.
now has a blue roof on it, but the original 1950s wooden structure surrounding the inside of this ice arena
Wooden part is the old one. and the blue one is the new seating.
is still there, along with the original metal floors that are perfect for curling fans
Ice hockey games.
to make a lot of noise.
Stuff here, everybody.
And located next door to the women's alpine ski racing venue and the 2026 Olympic bobsled course,
That's the last curve of the bobsled track.
Giacomo says this historic ice arena will help add the next chapter in Cortina's rich Olympic history.
A great opportunity for Cortina having the Olympics back again.
A big part of Italian culture are beautiful, fast cars, and they have one car company that was founded in Milan that's got some of the most beautiful, some of the fastest, and some of the strangest cars you're ever going to find on the road. In the heart of Milan, where fast, beautiful sports cars are everywhere, you'll find the Alfa Romeo Museum,
Lorenzo Ardizio, I'm the curator of the Alfa Romeo Museum.
where curator Lorenzo Artizio says you can see some of the coolest Italian cars ever made.
The Alfa Romeo Museum was one of the first company museums in Europe and the first one in Italy.
Alfa Romeo started in Milan in 1910, and now tens of thousands of people a year come to their museum.
We have 100,000 visitors per year, and more than the 50% are coming from other countries.
To see hundreds of Alfa Romeo's most stylish and fastest cars ever designed.
The museum has a collection of 287 cars.
They have the first Alfa Romeo ever built,
This is the 24 HP, the first Alfa ever.
along with some of the strangest. From this green 1968 Carabo model
It's a sharp shape with a wedge design and the repetition of geometric shapes all around the body.
to a more than century-old car designed to look like a drop of water.
So we have the dream of an Italian nobleman that want to have a drop-shaped car in 1913.
And given how much Italians love speed, it's no surprise that Alfas are based on racing, winning some of the earliest car races ever,
Alfa Romeo won the first ever World Championship in 1925.
where they still have what was once the world's fastest car and now one of the world's most expensive.
The most expensive car we have for sure is the 8C2900B Le Mans special car. It's a car with an incredible story that is not on sale, but in case probably can be one of the most expensive collection vintage cars ever sold. And we can expect a value exceeding 120 million.
Which, like all the cars here, is run on a test track outside the museum, and as curator,
I had the opportunity to drive the museum's car.
Lorenzo gets to drive each and every one in the museum.
Once a year, we put them on the track for a couple of laps.
A pretty nice perk that Lorenzo says is a great way to speed up the workday.
It is one of the best parts of my job.
Italy's known for a lot of things, and Venice is one of them. It's the city of water, but it's not the only place that you'll find canals. In fact, the 2026 Winter Olympic host city of Milan has them too. Milan, Italy is most known for its amazing cathedral.
Always we have to go by the cathedral.
But Milan resident Alessandro Panini says there's another part of this city that a lot of people don't know about.
Yes, people are very surprised because most of the people are not aware of the fact that we have water in Milano.
And looks a little like Venice.
Here we are, the beautiful canals of Milano. Did you expect to find the canals here?
The canals of Milan were once a big deal in Europe and were part of the oldest canals that once flowed 31 miles, connecting to a network of canals flowing through the city
It was one of the greatest infrastructures back then.
that helped transport goods.
Milano was full of canals. It got a little bit the feeling of Venice.
Until trucks started doing the job, and that's when these canals were closed.
It just started, being less useful.
Today, only a portion of them still flow, and you're only going to find one gondola on the water.
Really? Not joking, we have one gondola, so you can take a ride on the canal.
But more tourists are discovering the water here, leaving locks on the bridges and enjoying a part of Milan
tourists are starting to appreciate this area as well.
Alessandro says has been flowing with beauty for centuries.
It's very lovely.
When it comes to the culture of Italy, sculptures are woven deeply into the fabric of this country's history. And there's one foundry in Italy that has all the original molds of some of the most important sculptures on the planet, from David to Venus de Milo.
In Florence, Italy, where art is a way of life,
In Florence, millions of people come just to see pieces of art.
Ferdinando Marinelli
I'm Ferdinando Marinelli.
has spent a lifetime making art.
I love more this work.
He's the owner of the Ferdinando Marinelli Foundry, where artists have been making sculptures for more than 400 years.
Posthumous castings of classical pieces.
And in all that time, artists have been doing things
To chisel all the formella.
just like they did during the Renaissance period.
We work in the same exactly way of the Renaissance people. Nothing is new except electricity, obviously.
In the one place on Earth,
We have the treasure of the foundry.
you'll find original molds of history's most important works of art.
And we are the only one in the world, I would say, that we have all these molds, the original molds.
All in a warehouse that looks more like a museum, filled with priceless original molds from the world's most iconic statues, some created by legendary artist Michelangelo.
This is the original mold made on the Michelangelo Madonna di Bruges.
And today, these posthumous casts are sculpted alongside new pieces made custom order.
If you want, I can do you in bronze.
With a small group of artists, the few on Earth who still have the knowledge and skill
She came 18 years ago.
to meticulously sculpt by hand,
Can you see the difference?
spending days, weeks, and months putting life into bronze sculptures.
Handmade, we say the thing, the human work that makes alive a sculpture.
Thousands of pieces born in this Italian foundry that Ferdinando grew up in, first studying to become a doctor so he could save lives,
And I stopped the university and I came in the foundry.
but now uses to keep a long and rich Italian tradition living.
Very proud and very grateful.
Still to come, fashion and food, two pillars of Italian culture. We'll explore both. You're watching Countdown to the Winter Games. Italy loves things that look good, from the art to the cars and, of course, the high fashion.
Well, fashion is so very important all over Italy.
And Milan resident Alessandro Panini says there's one place in Milan to go for the finest styles.
Indeed, in the Galleria we have all the most famous brands, the shops from lovely shoes to the beautiful accessories. We have Prada. I'm mentioning that because we have the very first shop of Prada open here.
Located in the heart of Milan, right next to the Milan Cathedral, is the Galleria, a mall built in 1865 with a dome and architecture that are as beautiful.
Look at it. It's covered with glass and iron ever since the beginning.
As the clothes being sold here.
1865 when this was built.
And today is full of the biggest names in fashion.
We have Gucci, we have Louis Vuitton, we have them all.
Where looking good is feeling good.
We call it in Latin the genius loci, so there is something about the place itself that is inspiring people either to dress or to make art.
And why Alessandro says Italy
is a country where beauty is in every single corner.
looks so good.
You noticed.
In Cortina, Italy, where ski racing and food are everything,
Ski and food.
Francesco Ganita and his wife
I'm the guy managing with my wife.
own the Five Torrid restaurant, where they combine two things Italians love most: ski racing and pizza.
This restaurant is a home of skiers.
Because this is a ski racing family. Francesco's co-owner cousin was a ski racer.
He raced 5 Olympics.
And back in Colorado, Francesco raced with Denver University, helping that team win the NCAA championship.
And the last year we won the NCAA championship.
So now, in his Cortina restaurant, among all the great Italian dishes, you'll also find pizza named after 2 of the fastest U.S. ski racers of all time.
2 or 3 pizzas in the menu named by an athlete. This story started probably 6, 7 years ago.
The Ted Ligety Pizza made just how Ted Ligety likes his pizza.
He made the same pizza without remembering. So we decided to name it Ted Ligety Pizza. And it got really famous.
And there's also the Lindsay Vaughn.
Lindsay, probably the best customer we had in the past 15 years.
Named after her favorite pizza. Both are regulars here, which is one of 2 requirements to have a ski racing pizza named after you.
She was picking Margarita all the time, so it's really hard to change that name. But after the comeback, she decided to come back. We put a Margarita Lindsay Vaughn pizza in the menu.
And Francesco says both pizzas are delicious.
That's a good pick.
And why during the Olympics, people are racing to get a slice.
He's a top seller during the World Cup.
When we return, a cemetery where thousands of American soldiers are laid to rest from World War II. Meet the woman who's in charge of preserving their honor. A big part of Italy is Italian history, and a big part of their history is the sacrifice that American soldiers made here during World War II. Soldiers that fought and died on Italian soil and are now buried here at the Florence American Cemetery, where the staff's dedicated to making sure the stories of those soldiers aren't forgotten. Near the Italian city of Florence, tucked into the hills of Tuscany, is the American Cemetery of Florence.
My name is Erith Zecker, and I'm the superintendent of the Florence American Cemetery.
Where Superintendent Erith Zecker says thousands of American soldiers have been laid to rest.
Interred here are 4,402 service members. Those include 6 sets of brothers, there are 10 civilians, 4 women, and 3 Medal of Honor recipients.
These are the servicemen and women who died in hard-fought battles against Nazi Germany in northern Italy during World War II. Their campaigns,
going up all in,
described in detail on memorial walls.
The largest units are the 10th Mountain Division, the 34th Infantry Division, the 85th and the 88th, the 91st and the 92nd Division.
Their names chiseled into rows of marble headstone lining this hollow ground. Men like Fred Zarlango.
He's from Denver, Colorado.
Who trained with the 10th Mountain Division, then died in Italy during World War II.
He was killed 1 month shy of his 19th birthday.
Today, a memorial stands on high ground overlooking the cemetery with the names of the missing.
They still haven't been found.
Etched into a wall.
Went missing on May 31st of 1944.
Next to a large stone pylon with the spirit of peace at the top, overlooking the many who have fallen here.
We are dedicated to not just preserving the stories, but telling the stories.
Where Erith says their lives and sacrifice are being preserved in time, honored so they'll never be forgotten.
Making sure that the world doesn't forget. And the cemetery itself is the embodiment of a promise kept.
These Winter Games are the most spread out ever, and that includes where the closing ceremony will occur. A tour of Verona, Italy, and its beautiful Colosseum is next. The Olympics might be the biggest sporting event on the planet, But it's Rafaela Panier's job
I'm head of brand identity and look of the games.
to make sure everyone knows about it.
It's a strange project because you have a brand that is the Olympic Games and the Paralympic Games, that then you need to create your own branding.
With just a few years to create a brand that sells the 2026 Winter Olympics to the world.
It's really interesting, and it's got such a short time of life too.
And there's no better brand than the Olympic logo, with this one being a first of its kind.
We built our brand personality on that.
Designed, then picked by a vote of the people on a TV show.
So yes, it was on a TV show, so it was open to all the Italian public, and they could choose between two.
With a winning logo that has a lot more than meets the eye, with a design of a handwritten number 26 in steam on a wintry window.
We've really enhanced that a lot too, because the idea of having this steamed window and looking through gave us the possibility to tell stories. So we have this 26 on the window, and we can see through, we can see the Olympic Games, the Paralympic Games, we can see our territories, we can tell stories.
The 2026 Winter Olympics will have a closing ceremony unlike any other. In fact, organizers are planning to hold it in a 2,000-year-old arena, older than the Roman Colosseum. It will be a special sight to see. In the historic city of Verona, David D'Acomo.
My name is Davide D'Acomo, and I'm the responsible of the educational area for the Arena di Verona Foundation.
Is inside one of Italy's most historic places.
Built around the 1st century AD,
the Arena di Verona has been standing for nearly 2,000 years and is actually 20 years older than the Roman Colosseum in Rome, and has seen a lot of action.
Spectacular events took place in the amphitheater.
Gladiators fought here, and the arena was once flooded to recreate Greek naval battles.
Flooded with water from the Adige River, and with small boats, the great sea battles of antiquity were reenacted.
More recently, Buffalo Bill performed his wild circus here, in a place where 30,000 Romans once sat.
The arena could accommodate up to 30,000 spectators, an impressive number considering the construction techniques of the time.
But an earthquake damaged the upper ring of the arena. Now only a part of that original structure still stands. And today it seats 10,000 people who now watch from the same seats Romans sat in thousands of years ago.
It's the same seat where the Romans seated in the past.
Inside an arena that when you first walk in, takes your breath away.
First time when I come inside into the arena, it was without hair in my body.
With amazing acoustics amplifying the Arena Verona Summer Concert Series, with music performed on the world's largest opera stage every summer.
On the largest opera stage in the world, 50 summer evenings of unforgettable emotions.
With this arena's biggest act yet to come as the site for the 2026 Winter Olympic closing ceremony, tucked inside this 450-foot by 400-foot arena.
Dimensions that ensured perfect visibility.
That David says will offer a close-up view of Italian history.
10,000 people live the same emotion at the same time.
In a space as historic as it gets.
This creates a connection, and it's very important.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through Italy. No matter what your favorite Winter Olympic sport is, this upcoming Olympics is going to be an exciting one in one of the most beautiful countries on the planet. Ciao and arrivederci.